In the advent of this new economic climate of high inflation and diminishing profits, a recession is beginning to show its teeth, and one of the sectors that it has suffered the most has been advertising. It stands to reason that as macroeconomic indicator of performance worsen, for example, customer expenditure, this would have an effect on the budget reserved to promote products of such unwilling customers. The main ad space providers, such as Google and Facebook, have seen their valuations dramatically damaged since the climate began turning against the supposed leaders of the modern economic American index. There seems to be, however, one exception: Amazon. As we all know by now, seeing that this is our fourth video on the retail behemoth, Amazon centers its activity on the offering of the largest online store in the world. And be it through their AWS systems essentially powering an ever-increasing part of the internet, or its store becoming a monopoly of online retail, its success is undeniable. But what if I told you that Amazon has an ad division that is not only not suffering, but dramatically thriving in the new ecosystem of inflationary pressure and uncertain economic horizons? A study by the retail magazine Modern Retail outlined that in the previous quarter, that being the third quarter of 2022, Amazon had outlined a growth in its advertising business of 18%. At the same time that Alphabet and Meta were being punished by stockholders, the smirk on Amazon's logo only got bigger, as it expected to be 2021's $31 billion in advertising revenue. But what exactly is Amazon Ads? How does it manage to become the third most profitable revenue stream of the retail Goliath? And does this mean that there is a power shuffle at play in the monopolized online ad space? All of those questions will be answered today as we delve into the secretive world of Amazon's latest money-making machine. Welcome to Rebel Economics, where we ask questions about business, economics, and finance. If you have not yet subscribed, I encourage you to do so. We are eyeing up at 100 subscribers, and each and every one of you can help make that a reality. But now, back to Amazon. First things first, what are Amazon Ads? Amazon Advertising is a service that allows retailers selling their products in Amazon sites to promote their listings to customers. The mechanisms of the agreement between Amazon and the retailer is similar to the pay-per-click scheme popularized by Alphabet or Facebook, whereby the advertiser, that is, the customer wanting to sell their products, only pays after a click on an ad has taken place, regardless of whether or not it converts into an actual sale. This offers a way for customers to cut through many of the other listings that rank higher than theirs for particular keywords, and enjoy a premium position atop the results page. Amazon is currently expanding this service to offer the retailers in the platform a more secure but more expensive pay-per-sale method of advertising billing. This new scheme would have retailers only paying Amazon a higher fee per item sold, instead of the current pay-per-click method that carries the danger of a customer clicking on the ad but not buying the product. In the modern age's book of history of capitalism success stories, there should be a couple of chapters dedicated to one of the strategies that has generated the most money since the advent of high-speed internet connection. Step 1. Create a search engine that is optimized enough to answer customers' questions. Step 2. Get retailers and businesses to realize the impact that appearing in such a place would have for their sales. And Step 3. Then offer a way to trick the algorithm by paying to be on top of the search results, or have an otherwise privileged spot. Google was, of course, the king of this method. It was an endless money-making machine, and to a certain degree it still is, and might remain so for many years. But the key to this success, something that Amazon knows very well, is on the first step: getting people to use the search engine by optimizing it to solve questions and find information. And here is where some of the research in the usage of Amazon as a search engine unveils the reasoning behind the success of Amazon advertising that we mentioned at the beginning of this video. By some measurements, like a study by the Sales Factory, indicated that 34% of customers start the search of information of a new product not in Google, but in Amazon. This figure is of course dramatically beneficial for the orange and black retailer. The more customers consider Amazon to be the source of information for products, the more that they will flock to the search engine to uncover key data points like price, length of wait until delivery, whether or not it is normally sold with a guarantee, and other influential pieces of information that will eventually drive their decisions. This point tied to another research finding by the Sales Factory, which stated that once in Amazon search engine's results page, 73% of the clicks go to the first listing on the page, shows how Amazon can help retailers to win the game of positioning. Essentially, there are two forces driving Amazon ads' success. The establishment of Amazon's search engine as an authoritative source of product information where many customers start their search, and the unparalleled advantage that being the first listing has to drive clicks and consequently sales. It's fascinating to see how Amazon cowers to no one in an industry. It is as much of a bully against the retailers with its offensive practices, go watch our Amazon retailers video, as it is against freaking Alphabet, essentially the internet's emperor. But now, let's consider a further point: the ways in which Amazon ads and its sheer size feed into other revenue streams. You know what is the difference between Google and Amazon's advertising businesses? Once Google presents you with the results and you click on an ad, Google takes its pay-per-click cut and leaves the profit equation for the retailer. But in Amazon's environment, it is Amazon all the way. When a client visits Amazon.com to research a product, she might click on an ad that appears on the top of the search results, meaning that Amazon is already making money from her visit. Then she might decide to purchase that product, meaning Amazon will get a cut of the sale from the retailer, and then she would in turn be more likely to return to Amazon, like even getting Amazon Prime, for example, which means even more money for Bezos. It never ends. It is an ecosystem of entirely self-serving pieces performing like clockwork to generate money. Compared to Google, Amazon not only owns the search engine, but gets a cut from the sales. And the more people use Amazon, the more its position is re-established and strengthened to command higher advertising prices. Additionally, as we showed in both our Amazon Prime videos, go check those out, it is engineered to reward both customers and retailers that join their Prime program. Comparatively, there is no Google parallel here. It's not like there is a Google Prime that offers better search results for a monthly fee, and once you click on a site, you are largely outside of Google, generally speaking. Something that Amazon has eliminated by incorporating retail stores inside of the Amazon bubble without a way out. We used this example on our Amazon retailer video, but it bears repeating here to illustrate our point. When you search for a Nintendo game in Amazon and you click the Visit the Nintendo Store link, you are not redirected to the Nintendo Store, meaning that you don't go to www.nintendostore.com, but instead you go to www.amazon.com/Nintendo, meaning that Nintendo Store inside of Amazon, with no links to the outside world. To answer the question that opened this essay, let me give you my opinion. Yes, there is clearly a power reshuffling happening in the advertising world. Let's not kid ourselves. Google and Facebook, just like Amazon, are not products created to present us information about the world, like websites or our friend's last trip to Hawaii. They are advertising mechanisms that need to offer access to all of that stuff so that we find it useful to grab our eyes and get us looking at their ads. Amazon, however, transcends this definition, as it not only shows the ads of products, but takes a cut of their sale, their promotion, and offers endless upsell and cross-sell possibilities through their Prime program. In our video about Amazon retailers, we talked about the giant commerce Goliath's understanding of the retailers on their platform as internal competitors, instead of partners in an e-commerce ecosystem. I believe that Amazon's objective is what is called in business absolute vertical integration, or by a less fancy name, to dominate the entire supply chain. Amazon is doing this by shamelessly bullying its retailers as it gathers data from the products that are successful on their platform, like price, stock flows, etc., and creating Amazon's basics versions of them. This removes the lower link to its service chain, that being the retailers, and positions itself on the lower link as well. But the upper link of the supply chain is trickier, since how do you supplant the way through which customers get to Amazon in the first place? Well, you optimize your search engine to be optimized for product research in a way that is comparable to or downright better than your competitors, aka Google. Bit by bit, Amazon is vertically owning the whole online retail supply chain, and the success of the Amazon ad business is just the final proof of its success. If I had to venture where all of this is going, I would say that in something like the next couple of decades, Amazon would become a single-party store, meaning no middleman retailers and everything sold by Amazon directly. And I will not be surprised if Amazon launches its own search engine soon, one optimized for product research to compete with Google and totally integrated with Amazon. Most people still use the Chrome search for desktop and Android smartphone, or Safari in iPhones and Macs. This is something I see Amazon wanting to disrupt. Amazon will be the name of the game of the entire online retail supply in a few decades, I wager. And we can look forward to all of the good and try not to fall too much in love to be blind to all of the bad that might come from it. So thank you for watching Rebel Economics. Truly, I promise you we have no particular dislike for Amazon, but researching these topics always turns out so ominous towards the end. Who knows, maybe I'm just trying to be overly dramatic and nothing comes of it. Either way, it was an interesting topic to research. If you're still in the mood for more Amazon stuff, check out our retailers video, it is some of my very best research. Alternatively, you could also check out our in-depth video about why Amazon Prime might just be the best product in the history of capitalism. See, it's not all hate. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.